What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button. Hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into John Ridley's Black Panther with issue number 5. And if you have not been keeping up with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this story. In the last issue, we saw Omolola. She had been arrested, with T'Challa believing that she is the one responsible for killing these sleeper agents. It is now time for her to stand trial. But with this arrest and this trial, we are gonna learn that there is so much more right underneath the surface that T'Challa has not even noticed. And this is all going to determine the fate of Wakanda and what happens next. Be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we have Omolola, who is currently standing trial, with Shuri uncovering some kind of evidence that could point in her direction. Omolola is swearing that she is innocent, but at this point everybody has already wrote the narrative without even seeing all the evidence, without bringing everything forward. They found a couple of things that might point in her direction, and because of this, she has already been labeled a traitor to the nation, with Falasade being the one to lead this entire investigation. Once this little hearing has come to an end, she goes up to T'Challa and she lets him know that there are still many questions that need to be answered. More specifically, the sleeper agents that he has placed all over the world, asking why this program even existed to begin with. T'Challa lets her know that there is no issue with this. The truth is, this was a failsafe against any aggressors, believing he did this with no oversight. He didn't believe he needed supervision because at least at the time, he was king. But now that he is not and that Wakanda is led by the people, she believes that it is time for him to answer for this sleeper agent program. And before T'Challa decides to go off on her, Achilles shows up and lets it be known that he has always had the best interests of Wakanda and its people, and that once you do your investigation, it will show nothing less. As she makes her exit, T'Challa lets it be known that he didn't need any help in this situation, but it was appreciated. Now, when it comes to Achilles, he knows that T'Challa, he has always had the best interests of Wakanda. And as far as he is concerned, T'Challa is Wakanda. Taking us to the prison cells where we have Omolola. Shuri has come to have a conversation to try and figure out what is truly going on here. And though all the evidence is pointing to Omolola as the one responsible for all of this happening, she is still swearing by her innocence. Headed back to her lab, this is where she decides to dig just a little bit deeper to find out what else is out there. If any evidence is there, she is going to uncover it. Because the truth is, these assassins, they had uniforms that were made out of a synthetic vibranium. Their fighting style was derivative of Wakanda martial arts. So the true question is, how deep is their connection inside of Wakanda? As she does all of this digging, what she learns is that any messages sent out or into Wakanda, they have to pass through a communications ray. She had coded this to search and essentially listen in on anybody putting out communication. And so going and checking out this communication shield, what she learns is that somebody manipulated it. Somebody embedded some kind of communication relay very carefully so that she would not notice it, at least right away. So someone inside of Wakanda is directing all of these assassins. Now the question is, if Wakanda faced a clear and present danger, there would be one obstacle to their defeat: the sleeper agents, who would fight to the very death to liberate Wakanda. So the question now is, who in Wakanda has the most to gain from eliminating these sleeper agents and destabilizing the country? The answer is Fulisade. And Shuri brings this up in their hearing, accusing her of this. She says that this is a very serious and wild accusation. What Shuri believes is that she is working to destabilize this country, while she is sitting here preaching democracy, preaching that Wakanda is of the people now. The truth of the matter, these guys want power. And to get that power, they have to take out Black Panther, take out T'Challa, take out all of his sleeper agents that could threaten their reign. The accusations also go to Achilles, because he has the power to declare martial law. He has the power to do a coup. They could take control of all Wakanda without even having a shot fired. Of course, he deflects, and he points all of it to T'Challa, saying that if anybody actually has true gain from this, it is him. That would mean no more democracy, no more of the people. T'Challa would become the king yet again, believing that he has nothing to hide. Achilles lets it be known of his secret empire in space, the sleeper agents that are here on Earth, saying that his deceptions, all of them are vast. And since power is all that he has ever known, he is saying that he is going after that power yet again. And he also mentions the kill switch. This throws T'Challa off his game a little bit, not knowing how he knows about it. The truth is, he is the leader of the secret police, so there is very little that he doesn't know. With all of these accusations being thrown around, they have to take a recess, they have to take a break, asking everybody to step down from their positions of power until they can do a full and thorough investigation, with Achilles giving up his leadership role as the secret police, and Black Panther giving up the title of Black Panther, at least temporarily, and putting him under house arrest. He does this more than willingly, but once he gets outside those chambers, as the guards are escorting him, he knows what he has to do. Right now, Wakanda is under the biggest threat it has ever faced. His sleeper agents, they are possibly the last line of defense. He has been going around disbanding them, and some of them have been murdered. There is an attempt for a brand new king or queen to come rising up out of Wakanda. And through that, it will be nothing but corruption and hardship for all of Wakandans. T'Challa doing what needs to be done. He beats the crap out of these guards and he makes a run for it, with Achilles giving the order, sending all of his men to hunt down T'Challa and take him down no matter what. With orders to bring him in dead or alive, he is running for his life. With the perimeter shield now up and inverted, if he runs into it, he has a good chance of exploding on his hover bike. But before he left, he shot a glance to Shuri, hoping that she understood what this meant. Because if she didn't get the look, if she doesn't understand what he needed, that means he is dead right here, right now. Luckily, she's got his back. As she manipulates this shield, T'Challa has a small opening and he is able to make his escape. With T'Challa being able to get away, Achilles says to put out the order, arrest Shuri, find her, make sure that she is put on lockdown. And right now she is at the cell of Omolola. After everything that she has discovered, this is her last and only ally left in all of Wakanda. Or at least it is the only ally that she can truly trust right now. Letting her know that if you want an apology, if you want some groveling, we'll get to that later. Right now, we need to focus on the task at hand. Now, Omolola, she doesn't even know if T'Challa can be trusted. But Shuri wants the opportunity to prove that he is not responsible and that there are other forces at play trying to take over Wakanda. As they go to make their escape, the secret police and Achilles, they show up, throwing Omolola her bracelet. We see her suit come on. We see Shuri, her fists power up, and they start whooping some butt, being able to make a hole and make a run for it. They take off, not sure the fate of T'Challa as it stands. His sister is not too worried about him, because even without his Black Panther suit, he is still one of the best warriors in all of Wakanda. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, I've said it from the beginning, I have thoroughly been enjoying everything John Ridley has been giving us with this line. With T'Challa being away, dealing with the space empire, all of that craziness, he is finally back here on Wakanda. And while he was away, democracy had formed. An of the people government. Respecting this, he's seen more as a figurehead. And now he has been so preoccupied trying to rescue these sleeper agents, he finds himself away from Wakanda yet again, and in the shadows, a coup has been forming, and we are seeing this trap. It has finally been sprung, with Fasadi and Achille both seeming to work together. This has to feel like a knife straight to T'Challa's heart. These are the people that Wakanda is supposed to be trusting, and while T'Challa may have sleeper agents out in the world, something that was undisclosed to all of Wakanda, the truth of the matter, he had the best of intentions when doing this, and never did he actually have to use them. Now the question remains, will T'Challa head to the Avengers and seek some kind of help from them, having to disclose that he had sleeper agents and everything that is currently going on? Does he risk breaking the trust of the Avengers? Or does he team up with his sleeper agents remaining to take down the Wakanda government and make himself king yet again to stabilize his country? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the Super Thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out, like this video, and until the next breakdown.